What is your stance on prostitution? Should it be legal? Why is it legal to have sex with strangers for money on camera but illegal off camera? Any black market will always have greater instances of violence, abuse, and unsafe conditions compared to a well-regulated legal market. To quote George Carlin, "Selling is legal, fucking is legal." Why isn't selling fucking legal? Yeah, then it would be regulated. Then pimps would be out of a job. Then prostitutes would be safer. We are all prostitutes, we just sell different parts of our bodies. Legalize it, tax it, regulate it, unionize sex work. Like abortion, it's going to happen regardless of legality. Legalization makes it safer for everyone involved. I'm moral in my perversions. That's why I support sex workers unionizing their services. Makala Renda. Yes, and protected by police. Pimping should remain illegal. If done properly, it should be legal. It's just difficult to weed out the predatory traffickers and keep track of the public health concerns. Legalized and taxed, with the taxes going towards helping abused women and schools. Yes, I think it should be. All other moral reasons aside, legalizing prostitution would drastically reduce sex trafficking. I think that is enough of a reason alone. I have been trying to figure this one out for a very long time. And the best that I can come up with is, yes. If it can be done right. Thing is, I'm not sure if it can be done right. Hard to say. You can't address prostitution without addressing human trafficking. Contrary to popular belief, America is one of the only first world countries in the world that doesn't allow prostitution. If the places that do this sort of thing are run safely, why would it matter? I think it would benefit society to make it legal. Same with drugs. We should treat sex and drug addiction with help and treatment from a public health standpoint and not make it a crime. Yes, but only under the condition that the workers have a healthy workspace. No pimps, strict contracts about their safety and comfort. ECT. I understand that you have to do what you have to do. Just keep it away from the kids and be careful. Not until we have legal abortions and healthcare. Absolutely. I attended several human trafficking task force summits, and almost every issue they discussed would be alleviated if not resolved by legalizing and regulating the industry. Legalize the sex workers, prosecute the pumps. I think it should be fine as long as there's regulations on it, like mandatory STD tests and whatnot. We're in the middle of a giant social movement about respecting a woman's right to say no. Whatever her reason. How's about we start respecting a woman's right to say yes? Whatever her reason. I wouldn't encourage anyone to take part in it. But keeping it illegal obviously hasn't stopped it. Might as well tax it. No human should be obligated to be a sex worker. But if they want to choose that job, there should be nothing blocking their path, and also it should be safe for the worker in question. People marry for money. Face with rolling eyes. Really? We are gonna act that naive? Frequency of STI testing would need to be very high. But I don't see why it should be outright illegal. There are plenty of people passing around bugs with random hookups already. It is * legal where I live, as is weed. But yeah, I think it should be legal in places where it is not. 1000% it should. I'm sure it would be safer all round for everyone involved. Just like if drugs were legalized. Please don't get me started. Yes. If lobbying is legal, why can't prostitution be? Yes, legalized and regulated so the prostitutes have a safe working environment. Of course, make it legal. It's better for the customer, the seller and the government. Should be regulated for sure. It is legal here. In New Zealand it is legal. A lot less dead hookers in the river these days. Decriminalization seems a good approach. John Oliver made recently a very interesting video. https://www.youtube.com/watch v=grand8yuptg0q on the topic. From 1930 forward especially. Damn, don't think I've ever seen people agree on this so unanimously. Legal, yes. But it needs careful regulations. Yes, it should be legal and it is in New Zealand where I live. I dislike the idea of prostitution because I think it's needless indulgence. But it's going to happen whether it's legal or not. So it's better to have a market with rules than one without rules. No. Most prostitutes do it because they're desperate for money and legalizing prostitution increases human trafficking. This is true in Amsterdam today. It should be decriminalized. The model New Zealand. Parts of Australia and now Belgium has reasons here. https://open-letter-on-the-Nordic-model/ Fully legalize, heavily regulate. Like Vegas, but federal. It should A. be legal and B. have proper regulations to keep the workers and customers safe. Go for it. What's the problem here? I say live and let live. If it's legal, it'll probably be safer for the workers too. I think the right question is, why should it be illegal? There is no valid reason for why it should be illegal other than conservatives being prudes. It's gonna be happening anyway, so why not make it legal and safer for everyone? 100% behind it being legalized. As long as it's regulated and that there's safeguards in place. Don't need people spreading diseases or accidental pregnancies. I see no problem in sex work. Yes, and it should be a union. To quote the late George Carlin, selling is legal. Fucking is legal. So why is selling fucking illegal? Quote. Depends on how immoral you are. My stance is on the corner of 5th and King Street. I'll give you half and half in the backseat. Well, usually it's honest work, and personally doesn't seem that bad. So I expect more important issues are addressed first. Yes. Illegal, unregulated work like this spreads lots of stations. It's actually safer for everyone if it's legal. Also, the whole "it's okay if it's being recorded on video" thing. What in the world would the argument for it being illegal be? Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.